Okay, so lately, everybody's been freaking out about AI. Right. Like, is it going to steal all our jobs? Should we all become coders or something?
Yeah, I've been getting a ton of questions about that too. It's definitely top of mind for a lot of people.
Exactly. And luckily, we found this awesome excerpt that breaks down all the anxieties and the opportunities. The future of jobs. Will AI replace us?
Catchy title. I like it.
Right. It really grabs you. So today, let's take a deep dive into how AI could actually change things up, for our careers and stuff.
For sure. Yeah. I think the first thing to acknowledge is, there's a lot of fear about AI. Like, it's this big job-stealing monster.
Totally. It's like the whole robots are coming for our jobs thing, right?
Exactly. But like with most things, it's not quite that simple. I mean, there are definitely some jobs that are going to be more affected than others.
So like, which ones are we talking about?
Well, think about jobs that involve a lot of repetitive tasks, the same thing over and over, like data entry, for example.
Oh, okay. I see. So like those jobs where you're basically a human robot anyway?
Pretty much. AI can often handle those tasks a lot more efficiently, if we're being honest.
So not so much my job as a podcast host then?
Probably not.
But maybe someone who spends all day putting numbers into spreadsheets.
You got it. But here's something else to think about. Even if your entire job isn't on the chopping block, parts of it might be.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's why it's super important to stay ahead of the curve, Keep learning new skills and adapting.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. It's like, remember when everyone thought knowing PowerPoint was like the ultimate job skill?
Yeah.
And now it's all about video editing and stuff. You got to keep up.
Totally. You hit the nail on the head there. And the exciting thing is that with all this AI stuff happening, there are going to be a ton of brand new jobs popping up.
Whoa, really? So it's not all doom and gloom?
Definitely not. It's like a whole new frontier, career-wise.
Okay, so what kind of jobs are we talking about here? Like, what does a job of the future even look like?
Honestly, we can't even imagine most of them yet. But think about it. Someone's going to design these AI systems, build them, train them, keep making them better. We're going to need a whole army of AI specialists.
Right, yeah. So there's got to be people behind the curtain making the magic happen.
Exactly. Like, take AI trainers. You could train an AI to, say, analyze medical images and spot signs of cancer that humans might miss.
Wow, that's amazing.
Right. But that means you need someone who knows both medicine and AI. Pretty cool, huh?
Super cool. So it's almost like we should be learning how to use AI to our advantage instead of being scared of it.
100%. Like we were saying before, upskilling is going to be key. And just being adaptable in general.
So it's not just learning one specific skill. It's more about being open to constantly learning new things.
You got it. It's about lifelong learning, basically.
Got it. So it's not about being replaced by AI. It's about evolving alongside it.
I love that. You've summed it up perfectly.
Thanks. Okay, so let's get specific. How is AI actually changing the game in industries we already know? Like, what about healthcare?
Oh, healthcare is a great example. Like I was saying before, AI can help doctors diagnose diseases more accurately.
Right, by analyzing tons of data and finding patterns.
Yeah, exactly. Patterns that humans might miss. AI is also driving this whole personalized medicine thing, which is pretty wild.
Personalized medicine. So like treatments tailored to you specifically.
Yep. Based on your genes and stuff. So cool.
That's incredible. So like, does that change what it means to be a doctor? Do they become more like, I don't know, a conductor?
A conductor?
Yeah. Like they're overseeing the AI and stepping in when needed, but not necessarily doing all the hands-on stuff.
That's a really interesting question. And honestly, we're still figuring that out. But it does show how AI isn't just about replacing jobs. It's about changing them in fundamental ways.
Totally. Okay, what about other industries? I'm thinking about manufacturing, for example. Lots of potential there for AI to shake things up, right?
Absolutely. In manufacturing, AI is already making things more efficient.
Like automating those repetitive tasks.
Exactly. And importantly, it can make workplaces safer by handling tasks that are risky for humans.
So that's a good point.
Right. Like robots can work on assembly lines instead of people, so there's less risk of injury.
So it's like robots doing the heavy lifting while humans manage the process and make sure everything's running smoothly.
You've got it. And we can't forget about customer service.
Oh, yeah. Those chatbots are everywhere these days.
And a lot of them are powered by AI. They can handle basic questions and free up human agents to deal with more complicated issues.
Which, honestly, I'm all for. I've spent way too much time on hold listening to terrible music.
Haha, I hear you. The point is, AI can streamline those interactions and let humans focus on what we're really good at.
So, like, creativity, problem solving, building relationships with customers.
Exactly.
Okay, so the big takeaway here is that AI is definitely changing things up, but it's not a simple robots versus humans situation.
Right. It's more nuanced than that.
Yeah, it's more about us humans adapting and upskilling and figuring out how to work with AI.
Absolutely. And I truly believe that the people who thrive in this new world will be the ones who are curious, who are lifelong learners, and who are open to new possibilities.
Totally. So as you're thinking about your own career, your own skills, ask yourself, what can you do that AI can't? What are your unique strengths?
Such a good question.
Because those strengths, that's what's going to set you apart in an AI-driven world. So
Yeah.
yeah, the future's full of possibilities. Just got to stay curious and never stop learning.
Couldn't have said it better myself.